Today we're taking a look at this 100 to 300mm f4.5-5.6 EF lens on EFM cameras, so that means the M50 and the M5. I wanted another range lens. I had to sell the longer range EFM lens that I had because it came with a kit with the M100. I picked something else up. Tried to find something as cheap as possible as usual. I did use the EF 75 to 300mm, I think it was the version 3, the standard lower end kit lens. It's pretty decent. I just didn't like how the focus ring would move when you're autofocusing, so I did try this one instead. So far, we're going to get to all the results. I took it out 4 times or so. I'm going to try to do some bird photos, so let's start with that. Of course, there are no birds around. They're probably all down there. I moved to a different area that doesn't have gates, so I won't get locked in at least. With lenses like this, I actually prefer to use them with the speed booster when I can because it tends to make the results slightly better. It's taking that full frame image, at least a percentage of it, and putting it in the APS-C format. I have a lot of challenges right now with the time of year. It's pretty dark, very quick, and I only have a small window usually to take photos, so ISOs were higher than I would like. There are no birds, but actually some of the views here are really nice, even with the telephoto. Do some landscape telephoto style stuff that works nicely. Build quality is definitely a lot better than that other EF lens I tried, the 75 to 300, and when you focus you don't have any weird movement. The actual focus ring is in the back, which is nice. There's a little window you can see where the distance scale is. Also AF/MF switch and the large zoom ring on the front. With the results, it could always be this specific lens has some type of issue, but it really depends. Sample variation and also just an old used lens is something to keep in mind with the results. Alright, we're trying day number 4 with this lens. Had a few minutes of light, but now it's getting dark already. With something like this, I don't know if it's really better to use faster shutter speeds or lower ISO. It's a really toss-up. Even with the speed booster, need more light. My low-cost telephoto zoom quest is not over. I'm not super thrilled with the results so far. However, I'm going to keep trying it out, keep using it, and see if I can get better results, depending on the conditions, depending on my skills and what I want to do to try to improve things with this lens, especially ranged. I'm not super thrilled with those results. Of course, it depends on what you want to use a lens like this for. I would actually want even more range, so I'm going to look potentially at those 400 millimeters, but those are quite a bit more expensive, even the lower end, cheaper ones. Especially at the telephoto range, you want to have those smaller apertures to try to improve on image quality, but the challenge comes with shutter speeds, the conditions. If it's super bright out, you'll probably have nice results. Anyways, hope you enjoyed this video on this 100 to 300 millimeter lens on EFM cameras. Thanks again. I don't want it to continuously autofocus unless I'm half pressing the shutter, halving the shutter. Yeah.